Max had never been fond of the rain, but tonight it felt different. The storm was relentless, pounding against his windows, and yet he couldn't seem to move away from the glass. It wasn't just the storm that held his attention, it was the strange, flickering light coming from across the street. He had lived in this neighborhood for years and had never noticed that house before. It stood at the corner, dark and abandoned, or at least it had been. But now, there was a light in the window. Not a street light, not a car passing by. This was something else. Max's curiosity got the better of him. He pulled on his coat, grabbed an umbrella, and headed out into the downpour. The wind howled, tugging at his hair, but the light from the house kept pulling him forward. When he reached the front gate, he hesitated. The house was old, covered in ivy, and the windows were cracked, like it had been waiting for years to be noticed. The light flickered again, drawing him closer, until he was standing at the door. His hand reached for the doorknob, but before he could turn it, the door creaked open on its own. Inside, the air was warm, the scent of something sweet filling the space. It wasn't the smell of decay he'd expected from such a neglected house. It felt inviting. A soft voice echoed through the hallway. "Welcome, Max." He froze. The voice was familiar, yet he couldn't place it. He took a hesitant step forward, and a shadow moved in the corner of his eye. Slowly, he followed the sound of soft footsteps deeper into the house, where the light seemed to be growing brighter. At the end of the hallway, there was a room, a library, full of books he had never seen before, stacked from floor to ceiling. And in the middle of the room stood a figure, bathed in that strange light. "Who are you?" Max asked, his voice barely a whisper. The figure turned, a smile spreading across their face. "I've been waiting for you. Follow for more."